Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to what is this like? I don't know what I gave the name for this series. When I was pissed. I'll look it up. It'll be named right. About Chelsea. Now, we're talking about transfers. Big surprise here, right? Not really. There's no surprise. Firstly, yeah, we're talking about rumours, aren't we? Realistically, but firstly, we're going to talk about Sterling. He is done. Well, he's not done. He's not been announced yet, which means it's not done. But Raheem Sterling is going to be a Chelsea player. Hopefully, we'll announce him maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll do it somewhere, right? I'm very happy with Raheem Sterling. I think he'll be a great signing. I think he'll work in the team very well. It's good. Other rumours that we'll get onto now. We're going to go with De Ligt first. Now, he is, of course, heavily rumoured to be going to Bayern as well. However, I am confident in us getting De Ligt, just because we can outpay Bayern. Like, Bayern cannot offer as much as we can. That is just the truth. Would he prefer a move to Bayern? Possibly. We don't know. We're all over the damn place, right? With where he wants to go. There's press can't decide what he would prefer. My head's fucked. The press can't seem to decide what he'd prefer. But what Chelsea need to do is we need to do what we did with Rafinha. We need to go in with a big offer that can't be matched by an opposite team. And then De Ligt will have no choice. He'll have to come to us. He doesn't want to stay at Juve, and if Bayern can't pay, we're the only option. So he will come to us. And I think we can do that, and I think we will do that. So I think we will get De Ligt. Now we move on to, well, let's quickly go over Rafinha. I think the same thing with Rafinha. Barcelona can't even afford to pay the players that they do have, let alone to pay for players that they don't. They can't afford 60 million. They simply can't afford it. Today is the day where they have to put their final bid in, and if it is not accepted by Leeds, he will not be going to Barcelona this transfer window. That is what has been said. Like, that's what Leeds have said. They have said they will not accept an offer after today. And I think, despite Rafinha clearly wanting to go to Bayern over Chelsea, if he can't go to Bayern, I think he will come to Chelsea. He would rather Barca. I think he'll come to Chelsea if he can't go to Bayern. There's no way he's going to spend another season battling relegation with Leeds, and they are going to be battling relegation. I think Leeds will go down. Despite all of the signings they've made, and don't get me wrong, they've made a few, I don't think they'll be very good. I think they'll go down. And I don't think he wants in on that. And Leeds have already bought a replacement in Luis Sinisterra. So Leeds don't even need him now. So he will be leaving Leeds. I'm 100% sure of that. And when Barca can't pay up because they don't have money, they're fucking broke, he'll come to Chelsea, I think. That means we will probably see the likes of Timo Werner leave, and maybe Pulisic as well. Ziyech definitely going. Lukaku gone already, which is a shame. I like Werner, and I don't hate Pulisic, but I prefer Rafinha over Pulisic, and maybe Werner as well, so I don't think it's a bad move for us. Give him the number 22, let him be like Willian, and then sure, maybe he'll go to Barcelona in a couple of seasons. Maybe. I mean, Bayern seem to think that Barcelona won't exist in a couple of seasons, so it's not too much to worry about. Anyway, we'll move on now to another Barcelona player in Frankie de Jong. It has been rumoured today that we are looking to hijack Manchester United's move for Frankie de Jong. And as well, let's talk about Man United actually a little bit. We're also apparently looking to buy Ronaldo. What? Why? I don't really want Ronaldo in the team. I think it will really slow down Kai Havertz's progression. But he guarantees 15 goals in the Prem. It's Ronaldo. He guarantees it. Like, if we get Ronaldo, he's scoring goals for us. And that's what we need. So maybe that'll be ideal. Again, it will slow down Kai Havertz's progression. We might lose Armando Broja completely because of it. We might have to sell him. But it's Ronaldo. He's the second best player of all time. You've got to be at least somewhat excited about him. Do I want that superstar in the club? Not really. But if Tuchel's fine with it, I'm fine with it. And also, it would mean Man United finish outside the top 8. Man United will fit. If Man United sell Ronaldo and then don't get De Jong, there'll be a panic buy of a midfielder, and he'll probably be pretty bad. And then they'll buy Antony. And Antony's a class player. I like Antony. However, he'll be feeding the ball into the box for Anthony Martial, and he is not a class player. And even if Martial misses it, it'll go to Rashford, and he's worse. So Man United aren't going to get in the top 8. They're not going to score any goals, and they have a shit defence. They're going to be terrible next season if that happens. I would like De Jong. Us buying De Jong means we would definitely sell Jorginho or Kante, probably Jorginho. And then maybe we'd even sell on someone like Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well, who I think we should sell on. I don't really rate Loftus-Cheek. I think he's been pretty bad since Sarri left. He's been awful, actually, I think. I don't think he's been good at all. So I wouldn't mind Loftus-Cheek going. I wouldn't mind Jorginho going either. So we look like that team, I think, is a title contending team. I think it is. I think if we get De Jong and De Ligt and Sterling, that takes us from a third place team to a title contender team. I think it does. Because, I mean, think about that. Think about that starting lineup. Edouard Mendy in goal, who can hopefully get back to his best. He wasn't fantastic near the end of last season. Hopefully he'll be back to his best. Reece James, best right back in the league. Right back. Left back, Ben Chilwell, one of the best left backs in the league. De Ligt next to either Silva or Chalobah or Colwill, or maybe even Cesar Azpilicueta, because maybe he's not leaving. By the looks of things, he might not be. He might be staying, which I would love. I'd love Dave for another season, despite him clearly declining. His mentality, need it in the team. Think about De Ligt next to Chalobah or Silva or Colwill. You're not scoring any goals. Go up CDM, and I am assuming we're going to play 4-3-3 because if we're looking like we're only going to get one centre back in, and that means that we have to play 4-3-3. We won't have enough for a 3 at the back. It's not possible. And also we've brought Sterling in, and if we bring in Sterling just to not play him in his correct position, I won't be pleased. Move forward CDM and N'Golo Kante. Still the best CDM in the league. He hasn't been playing CDM for the last couple of seasons, so people forget how good he actually is at it. He is the best CDM in the league. Not by far, but he is. Rodri's second, then Fabinho, then Declan Rice, then Calvin Phillips. That's how it goes. Don't hate me because I'm right. Then move forward, 2 centre midfielders, Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic, Conor Gallagher, fucking Frankie de Jong. Put Mount next to Frankie de Jong. That cooks. Put Kovacic in, that cooks. I mean, you could, and as well, if people are saying we've already got centre mids, we don't need that many. Yes, we do, because if we do go to a formation where we have 2 centre mids, there's 5 subs next season. Therefore, meaning that practically a lot of players that wouldn't be getting minutes this season are going to get them next season off the bench. And if you start, our strongest lineup, I think, would be Kante, Mount, and Frankie de Jong in the midfield, and then you've got Gallagher can come on for Mount, and you've got Kovacic can come on for Frankie de Jong, and then maybe Gilmore, CDM, can come on for Kante every once in a while, sort of thing like that. That's one of the best midfields in the league, in my opinion. I rate Frankie de Jong very highly. I don't want him to go to Man United. I think he will very much so improve their team. And I wouldn't mind him at Chelsea. Of course, he's got like £17 million in wages that he's not been paid from Barcelona. They are one of the scummiest teams in the world. I fucking hate Barcelona. Like, I only ever like them because of Messi, and now Messi's not there, so I don't have to like them anymore. They're so scummy. They're not paying their players. They're making them take wage cuts so they can buy other players. It's ridiculous. They're horrible. And it's looking like they're going to go down the Swanee, and I don't fucking care. Fuck Barcelona, right? But the issue is that Man United are having, they've agreed, no, as well, De Jong doesn't want to go to Manchester United. He wants to stay at Barcelona, but he's sort of come to terms with the fact that Barcelona are selling him. And it has literally been reported that he is desperate to find another option that isn't Man United, which, banter, right? That's fucking hilarious. If we offer for him, he will come to Chelsea over Man United. He will. Who wouldn't at this point, right? Then you move up into the attack when it really gets saucy. Sterling on the left wing, right wing, Pulisic, maybe Rafinha. I think maybe we get Rafinha in. I'd play Rafinha over Pulisic, definitely, if we do get him in, but we might not, so Pulisic for now. And then you can rotate with Werner can come on and Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's not great, but he'll hopefully have a breakout season this year. He'll hopefully be sick. And then, Ronaldo at striker. Ronaldo, R9, the real test for Cristiano Ronaldo to prove he's the best. Give him the number 9 shirt at Chelsea. See how he does. Because if he can make that shirt work, I might have to rate him over Messi. I might have to, because that's such a miracle for anyone to do that it might just propel him. And then you can play Havertz. You can, again, with the 5 subs, it really helps because you can play Ronaldo for 60 minutes and then you can stick Havertz on, because Ronaldo can't play every game in the season. He's 37, 38 years old. He can't do it. So you bring on Havertz, or you bring on Broja. Maybe you send Broja out on loan again, because he didn't have that good a season at Southampton. He was okay, but he only scored, 5, 6 goals? So maybe one more loan spell at a different club would really propel him. And then by the end of next season, Havertz starts, Broja comes back, and it is fighting with them two, because we're not going to have Ronaldo for very long. Maybe 1 season, maybe 2 at the very most, before he either retires or goes to the MLS. One of them 2 things are going to happen. But it like that team, I think, maybe doesn't win the league just because Manchester City are so good. But I think that gets us into fighting for it. Absolutely. Like Ronaldo gets 15 goals at least. Sterling guarantees double digits in goals as well. Pulisic and Cho on the other side are okay. Rafinha would be helping out. He'd get goals. He'd help us. Frankie de Jong could chip in with a couple of goals. Mason Mount normally gets himself 10 goals a season. Just goals from everywhere. Reece James scores. Ben Chilwell scores. So we're scoring lots, and we've got a brilliant defence that you find it hard to get past. Like, what part of that doesn't scream title contenders? See you later. Well, obviously, we have to actually buy some fucking players first, but, you get what I mean.